Hey folks, it's John with the Ghost Hunter Guys. We're here to talk about our year-end review of our paranormal team and our paranormal adventures, pretty much everything that we've done this year, and there's a lot to talk about. We've done a lot of things. We've been here, we've been there, we've done a lot of stuff. We've got to investigate, a few locations that I never thought that we would ever get to do. One was on our bucket list since we started from back in 2008.
Yeah, way back when.
Yeah, we finally got to do it this year. We've added some new people and we've subtracted some people off of the best. Again, I'm John with the Ghost Hunter Guys. I'm the founder of the Ghost Hunter Guys. This is
Robert. I'm also founder of the Ghost Hunter Guys. I've been with John from the beginning.
I'm TJ.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Heather.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Tiff.
first. I want to say that since we've added Ashley and Tracy and Heather, it's been like 1,000 times better.
They joined us last year after the Stafford House investigations we did throughout October.
Yeah. That's another thing too. When we do the public ghost hunts, we'll talk about later. That introduces us to like more people who wants to join the Ghost Hunter Guys who don't have to go to everything because everybody can't go to everything. So that way, when people can't, we've always said, "Hey, we've got somebody to go back with to say, come with us." And we've turned a few skeptics into believers this past year, which kind of shocked me. Which, this house, when you come into the Stafford House, it will change you. If you get enough time and you believe, it will change you. 3 favorite locations, guys, that we did this year, and we've done a lot. We're not some just regular team that says, "Oh, we'll do like 4 or 5 locations." We've done at least 13, 14 cases this year, and plus more next year. We've already got stuff in the works for next year that we're doing.
And some of our locations we've been to multiple times.
Yes. Yeah.
Stafford House especially, we've been here, every weekend through September and October?
September and October, yeah. I mean, this is our home base. Jeremiah has clarified and deemed the house is our home base. And I couldn't think of a better place to have a home base is here at the Stafford House, because these spirits, they're used to us. They interact with us. One loves Ashley, but they mostly don't like me. That's okay. But that's fine. I mean, as long as we're getting interaction, that's fine. That's what we want. Regardless if they like me or not, or if they want to touch our equipment or what, that's fine. 3 favorite locations, guys. I'll let TJ start over here. TJ didn't get to do with us as much as we'd like, but he works, and that comes first. So if you even have to think about last year, what 3 locations, or just 2?
I'd say my top 2 to 3 would have to be Waverly,
Yeah.
Octagon Hall,
Yeah.
and Old College on Hospital Hill.
Figured that.
Oh, hospital and college.
Yeah.
Backwards.
I do.
So those 3 locations, what stuck out the most for you on all those? If you can think of even just one place, what was the most for you?
The most would have to be either Octagon Hall, where when we were setting everything up, Rob was tired, he was resting his eyes, and we just all hushed.
Lady Shishtas, yeah. Yeah.
Another one would have to be at the old hospital when we was down in the basement, was doing the Estes method.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bother my keys. No, that hallway got pitch black and it was quick.
Mm-hmm.
There was no mistaking that. Even Rob got a little.
I don't usually feel much of anything.
Yeah.
Now, I've gotten more sensitive over the years, but there was a definite change in the air that night.
Yeah.
Tiff, well, I guess you. Yeah, this year.
Okay, this year it was the Sean House, Van Leer, and the Thomas House.
What was the one thing that stuck out for you at those locations? One.
Okay, at the Sean House, I think I really connected with Maud. Like, me and her talked a lot that night, and I feel like I connected more than I ever have any other place.
Yeah, you got a lot of responses about the tripwire.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you asked her, like, "Hey, do you not have enough energy to drain the tripwire?" Then, bam, all the lights it just drained it. I mean, don't know if it was a coincidence or a fluke, whatever, but it was just drained, gone.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Jeff, what about you?
Van Leer, the Thomas House, and Mountain Home Place.
Not home place?
Yeah.
So what about you? What was the one thing that stuck out for you for all those? For just one of them? I should say this is so long.
It'd be the Thomas house when we all took a break and the door ended up being locked up. We went to all and locked up.
Well, correct. Me and my stupid mouth.
Yeah.
First and only time thus far that we've all been locked out of a location.
It was done
So-
with us.
Yeah.
So John asked for something big to happen earlier in the night, and this was approximately around 2 o'clock in the morning. We all decided to go out and get some fresh air and take a break, and so that's what we did. We was probably out there 5 minutes, and
Jeff lost her keys and she had to
Yeah.
go back in and get her keys to go out to the car and get her medicine. That's what it was.
Yeah.
and the door was locked.
I could say that's the first night that we actually stayed right in to like go, 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 go. And we didn't hardly take a break. And I noticed that like when I finally laid down and got rested, I was like, wow, we didn't really take much breaks.
We've been in and out that door.
Right.
100 times. That's the first time we.
The only time that we were all outside at the same time was
Yeah.
locked. Only
So
Yeah.
that pretty much.
Yeah, that was-
So,
Yeah, I was sitting there, I was like, why? And then you all said, hey, you said to do something big,
Yep.
and it did. And I think it was Sarah.
Yeah.
I think it was Sarah messing with
Where's
us.
that little boy?
Yeah, he the little
Yeah.
boy.
Arwen.
or we had we have some,
Was it Edwin?
see the watch out. Who was the watch
The
out?
watch out guy was Mr. Floyd. He's the whistler, and we got him too. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Tripwire stuff. Oh man.
I was there.
Maintenance room was just off the chain.
Yeah.
It was.
All right, Miss Heather. What about you?
I have, of course, the hospital on College Hill. I have Van Leer. I have two more. I have the Polk House, which was a big thing. And then the Thomas House was my number one.
What stood out for you? What one thing? And if it's just one thing at the
Some
location.
multiple things, and I can't really narrow it down to one thing. Probably the Polk House and then the ball at the Thomas House. That was like Sarah playing. That was probably the biggest thing.
What about the poke house? What was at the poke house? Was it when the ball got thrown, or so that metal thing got thrown, or something?
We heard somebody coming up the stairs.
Yes.
The
The cat ball in the closet.
candle in the closet
Hands down. That
was just crazy. The whole place. I'm ready to go back there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Van Leer, of course, I got my gift. And then I seen an apparition, at the Thomas House. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's flipping there.
It's funny that you mentioned the poke house because I totally forget that. I mean, and I have brain fog, and I'm just going to say it because there's so much that I've been through and done. And some of this kind of slips my mind, but when me and Robert was up there, we heard the footsteps come up the steps, and we heard somebody at the freaking door frame saying hello.
Yep.
Yeah, we both heard it, and I
the
got
only ones, everybody else, Tracy had went, everybody was gone to the potty, and you guys were next door at the apothecary.
Yeah, and just
So it was just me and Ashley.
so everybody knows, there is no restrooms at the Polk House right now.
no.
No.
You have to drive out to the gas station.
Yes.
It's a good mile,
Yes.
but now Brandon has porta potties there.
Yes.
But at that time, no.
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 Tracy was gone, and we heard somebody coming up the stairs.
Yeah, I heard them in boots coming up. And that's a weird thing. Like everywhere we go, we hear footsteps. It's boot sounds.
Mhm.
It's heavy boot sounds, or it's very light.
But it was just, the whole town there is amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Tracy?
The Polk House, the Thomas House, in college, the whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got you.
College Hill. I always say it backwards too. Some of my most memorable things was the Thomas House. Me and Ashley and Heather were in the green side of the section where the woman that owns it says is the eerie part that she don't like to go. We were separated into bedrooms, and I heard distinct knocks on the door frame right where I was sitting, and that thrilled me to death because I never actually got activity that close to me to witness it. So that was, and they actually heard it too where they were at.
And I told you guys, I said, I'm not sleeping down there. I got the heebie-jeebies down there.
And none of us had actually decided to last minute where we were going to sleep, but it ended up none of us slept down there. For
No,
whatever one reason or the other, none of us slept down there.
we all
You
slept
slept
down the.
closer to that end than anybody.
Yeah, and that's when I got there. I was fine. I went up there, so I'm with this room here, and then all of a sudden, man, it was like sickness to my stomach. Like, nope, you're not sleeping here. I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then later on that night, I had my experience sleeping on the couch, and it's odd that we all slept almost right there in the same freaking hallway, which we never planned that. Never planned it.
Yeah.
Because we was going to start
Great, that's great. Yeah, we didn't know until the next time.
I was asleep over
I hear Jeff sawing logs all night.
And people, let's go to bed. Well, the first door I seen, I turned around and crawled in bed. I didn't think about nothing.
Yeah.
That's funny. Sleep.
Yeah.
And she tells me, she said, you guys come in this room, there's 2 beds. I was like, now you tell me.
They must have been able to sleep, it's not storm.
No, I like noise. I would sleep.
Oh, okay.
I would
Well,
sleep.
next time there's 2 beds, I'll let you know and you can sleep with us.
But no, I'm glad I slept where I slept because I experienced what they said that went on there. Miss Ashley?
My 3 favorite was Thomas House,
Of course.
Polk House, and the Stafford House. Things that stuck out. Thomas House was obviously playing ball with Sarah
Yeah.
because that was the best.
I think that was your first time
Yeah,
having an experience like
really
that.
big like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
sure.
that made my whole year. Polk House is probably not the best experience, but I got ridiculously sick
You did.
at that apothecary.
Yeah.
To where I don't know if you all like my skin felt like it was boiling off. And then
Wow.
later that evening or that next day, my watch battery had been completely drained. Like it was dead. And it was a brand new
You
watch.
should have told Brandy.
It was
I did.
out to send it to him.
It
was
the same
yeah,
time
she
as
said that's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like she took a picture when I was my sickest. It was like 8:10 and my watch had died at 8:06.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, whatever time it was. Yeah, it was crazy. Like it was bad.
Yeah. So when you take a picture on your phone, you can click the little eye and it'll show you what time it was taken. Same time.
Yeah.
That's how we.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where we had the peep show that I want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty bad. I knew something was happening and it all went down. It was so bad that I couldn't look away. It's one of those things. So it's horrible.
So Grandpa finally came and pulled the shade.
Yeah.
Happy you didn't see that.
I'm sure there was a happy ending.
It was a wild night in Perryville.
Me and Ashley were upstairs. There's no windows. Upstairs on that side.
Yeah.
It's on the side of the house, so we didn't see it. We just heard them, and we just like,
All I heard was just some crackling.
I
yeah.
can't help it. I laugh like a hyena. I get excited.
Yeah, like I said, it was a train wreck. I couldn't look away and say, "Look, somebody's getting a happy ending." Yeah. So whatever. I've got. I did 4. I couldn't do 3 because they were just. It kind of it coincides with everybody, honestly. Not knocking the other places we've been to.
Yeah.
Because they were great. Perryville was great.
Yes.
Getting the AP elbow off in that walking trail, man, was absolutely unbelievable. 10 times that thing went off.
And this was at the battlefield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perryville at the battlefield, sorry.
Yeah.
Number 4 for me was Dr. J.J. Folkhouse. That was great. The interaction with the doctor, who I did not know was anti-Confederate.
Right.
And then we had the Confederate hats down there, and Brandon's like, "Hey, you anti-Confederate?" And I went, "I didn't know it."
Right.
So as soon as we moved those out, man, it's like 10 minutes later, it's like boom, 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 boom. I mean, everything started happening.
Pretty much dead to start.
Yeah.
We take those out of the picture, it lights it.
Yeah, the EDI meter went off. Now that could have been batteries, but you know,
Well, we changed them, we still getting hits on it.
that's true. That is right. That is right. And what else do we have? Oh, the APL.
APL,
APL was going crazy.
we, over in the actual, Polk House, not the apothecary, but the larger of the 2 buildings.
Yeah, there's 2 buildings beside each other.
And we had a time or two something got thrown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hear that on audio.
Yeah, and then we thought we saw the apparition outside, and you didn't mention it to me until I had my experience, and then Brandon had experience with that too.
Yep.
So we kind of explained
Kind of looked like somebody had walked between the buildings, and you just caught them
real quick. This guy was about 6 foot, gray. I saw gray, and that was it, and was gone. So I don't know if that was Sam that we saw, maybe.
Yeah, chances are
Yeah, everybody says Sam roams that
everybody,
place.
everybody in the neighborhood seen him. So
Robert even saw what he thought was somebody in the cemetery up there that night walking around.
Yeah, we went out to the cemetery. It was, well, this was actually when we were at Bottom House.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
It all ties together.
yeah, because it's right out back behind the Polk House.
Right. And the cemetery is like right across from the bottom house. It's like right there.
Yeah, it's all together in Prairie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we were coming out of there after just kind of doing a walkthrough at around, what was it, 10 to 11 midnight, something like that.
Yeah.
But I glanced over and I could have swore I saw somebody walking amongst the tombstones and they just were gone.
Yeah.
Just a shadow.
And Rob don't see nothing.
I've got issues with my eyes, so I sometimes see a lot of floaters and stuff moving around in my vision. This was distinct enough that I could tell that wasn't it. It was
It's
definitely
like
a humanoid shadow.
The cool part is this time around, you've had more experiences than we've ever had.
Yeah.
Footsteps, I don't know what it is. It's like things have changed in the paranormal field.
Yeah.
Back in 08, 09, when we first started getting rolling with this, there was nothing like this.
We had crappy,
We don't get EVPs, and that's about it.
Yeah.
If we were lucky.
Yeah.
Some places we get a lot of EVP activity, others we get maybe nothing.
Yeah.
It just depends on our luck that night.
Right.
But now it's very rare that we don't get anything.
And it kind of, and you guys heard me say it many times, if we're getting stuff everywhere we go, there's something wrong. So I
there's some places we go that we get hardly anything.
that's true. Like our tripwire here last couple of weeks.
Yeah, the tripwires went in
It's their number one go-to. We get response after response, and here lately it's died off.
was more active than it had been.
That's true.
But it still wasn't near as active as it normally is.
No.
So yeah, I mean,
Number 3 for me was Van Leer Coal Miners Museum. I've got a history at this place.
I enjoyed it.
I was there when we were first visited that place, and I can
17 years ago, almost to the day to that place too, like we did Waverly. For some odd reason, these places are lining up. I guess it's like a meant to be thing that we should be there. First time I went there, I got scratched. No, I got kicked.
Yeah, almost knocked you to the floor.
Almost knocked me down to the floor. Almost dropped my recorder and everything. And I had to grab onto the banister to hang on. Go back this time, same thing in that same model room, Masonic room. I felt something warm on my leg, and I said, "Oh no!" I said, "Don't tell me I got scratched again." Got downstairs looking, and we took our break, and sure enough, I had 4 scratches on my knee right here. I've got the photos, but it's hard to see them, but they're there. You have to blow them up and look. They are there. I did get scratched again. That place to me is if you need a paranormal place to test your equipment and you're local here in Eastern Kentucky, Stafford House, Van Leer, go to these places.
Got weird lights there.
Oh yeah, we got the anomalies that you caught, which is fantastic. Thank God we got Heather now, because some of this stuff I would forgot and missed. No joke, because you see now how much we had to do when it's just me and Robert.
Right.
And then we brought Jeff and TJ in. And now you two saw how much we did. It's hard. 2 people set up all the equipment and say, like, we have a deadline of 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's tough. So once we, got out of that room, I just was sick. It was weird. We had all kinds of things happening that night. We had the tripwire go off. It didn't like the women in the Masonic room. It would stay away.
It was out in the hallway screaming in the.
We heard the screaming. They were screaming. The caution tape, like somebody's messing with the caution tape. You heard tapping on the floor. And at one point, it was real loud on the floor.
And then the wire went all the way red when I said I was going to stay there.
Yeah. You said you was going to stay there, and it went all to red. And then another one, too. No, it flashed all the way. Did it go? Yeah, it did.
It got red, all the way red.
So another thing, too, was like, it would stay away when it answered from you and Emily. It would honestly stay away. It would stay over where Brian was at.
Yeah, until I went to that side.
Then you went over to that side, and then it would go the other way, which was the cool part.
Yeah.
So there were so many things that happened when we was downstairs. We heard running, and there's no way anybody could do a straight run from one end to that other. There's absolutely no way because it angles. There's
Always angled.
yeah. There's no way.
Weird.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe they just remembered us, me and Robert, when we were there the first time.
I'm so sad I didn't get to go to that one.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's right.
You didn't, did you? Oh my God.
Missed out on that one.
I think that's what really made me believe in the paranormal because I was a little questionable about it. And even as Chef, we talked about it, I'm like, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep going because I want to see about it.
So what do you think about the equipment when I asked it to take it to 0.9 on that tri-field meter and it took it to 0.9?
It did. Yeah, and just like the scream, like, and there was nobody up there. And you know, me and Brian's in that big black shadow in that doorway. Like it was plain as day. Like that really blew my mind. And I think that's what made me believe.
Well, and then too, in the schoolrooms, they call it now the schoolroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that schoolroom.
That was
Our instance method in there that Ashley did. Ryan's witness to that.
It was
Insane.
crazy. I would say, what's your favorite color? Blue.
Well, she counted. I'd say one. She'd say one. I'd say
Yeah.
two. She'd say two.
It's crazy. And I was trying to figure out, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know how to get all of that on like something. Because it's like 15, 16 minutes long,
Insane.
17, somewhere in there.
on video.
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
But it's amazing. And you can watch me jar a little bit because Tracy's like, oh,
I'm beating her.
but Brian walks up the stairs and she said, there he is.
Oh, yeah, it was
He
different
made it to
with you all.
the top of the steps.
And
I didn't even know his name.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time I met him, and I'm like, Heather, what's his name? I'm like, hey, you, just stay right there. We're talking
crazy.
and I told him what she said. So he said, are you the little girl I see all the time? And she giggled and laughed like a little girl.
Oh wow.
But she was saved.
When I hear it, that's how I say it.
That's
Yeah,
what
it's-
she said. How she hears it. Which is good.
yeah,
And
that was amazing.
It's the
And you know that's.
craziest thing.
I'm glad we got Brian Castle back with us now.
Yes.
So glad to have Brian back.
Yes.
That was one of our guys we had with us a very long time ago when we first started.
Mm-hmm. He was on our first trip to Waverly.
He's so smart when it comes to
Yes.
just now.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like if
I love to be around near when he's doing stuff because it's always, you know.
it's like if me and Robert can't figure it out, we can say, hey Brian, what should we do? You know, because me and Robert don't know everything. I mean, we just go on, just try it. I know, shocking. But Van Leer was very, very awesome.
Yeah, I got a nice
Very
bruise there.
Yeah, you had your bruise next day, which you said you had no idea that was there.
Oh, and it covered all of this.
It was big. I mean, you're gonna know how you got a bruise.
How long did it take it to go away on you? About 2-3 days?
Yeah, it didn't take long.
See, that's my when I got kicked the first time,
Yeah.
2 to 3 days it was gone.
And it wasn't there because obviously, you know, I can see
And it didn't hurt, did it?
And no, it didn't hurt. I showered before I went, so I wouldn't have noticed it.
Right, oh yeah.
And then the next day is when I noticed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We were actually at work and we went and she showed it to me. We were at work in the bathroom and I was like, holy, wow.
Jesus.
Like you gotta send that, let them know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Anything
insane.
like that, you know. And always be aware of your surroundings, you know. Scope the place out when we go. Once they give us the tour, whatever they want to do, then go off a little bit. But always be familiar with your surroundings, be safe because you can easily get hurt
Yeah.
at these places. So my number 2 place, and this was a very hard toss up for me, and they're going to be shocked when I say number 2 is Thomas House for me. 2 was the Thomas House, and just bear with me when I get to tell you what number 1 is, you'll realize it. For Thomas House was because it was so great to see how we worked together, getting things put up. Ashley and the other Ashley Little and Robert, we put up cameras, we did our thing, and then we started, and the night went by quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very
That
quick.
wasn't enough.
Exactly. And, you know, it's like I said earlier, it's like we didn't take much breaks. It was like a continuous thing. And it was so cool that it went like that. But it seemed like after the first break, man, that's when like shit started really getting good. Like the seance room.
Yes.
That's where it popped off.
That's when all my nose started coming to me was in the seance room. That's when it all started.
That's why it's his
And first of all, I got to say this. I hate that the Donahue, the historic Donahue place burnt down. That's sad. That place is there for over 100 years, man. I mean, how I don't. It's sad, if it was said or whatever. That's horrible.
Whenever we went to the Thomas house, the GPS was kind of unhelpful getting us there, and I ended up having to pull down into their driveway and turn around.
Yeah, and then we saw the Thomas house sitting there because it's like hidden in the back.
So it's that close.
It was right across the road, there's a little 2 lane, ran right between them.
Like the Thomas house looked real small.
Oh yeah, it did. When you look at the Donahue, man, it looks like something that you'd see back in the Civil War era.
Yeah.
Like those big
So-
plantation, like those big mansions and stuff. It's huge.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like so.
We went the wrong way too, we ended up turning and going the complete wrong direction when we ran to that gas station at the end of the road and that lady, give us directions. And I told you, I said, I love that place.
Yeah.
Like it was just so beautiful.
So the seance room was great. Ashley was tearing the guy up. I'm just gonna say it that way. And Ashley Literal, thank you so much for pointing this out to us.
Yes.
Because you said the Thomas house wasn't disappointing, but he was right.
Yeah.
When you said, the spirit that's in there likes hearing women with a different accent. So we didn't have one with a different accent. So we went to the next best thing, the guys liked. So our power light, the power light on the table went crazy.
And the lights too.
And the tripwire lights that we had, they went crazy. When Ashley starts talking and teasing him like she does me, it went crazy. Jeff also heard a disembodied voice there too, didn't you? Yeah. Did you say you thought you heard a whistle or something over that time? Maybe I could be wrong.
I think we heard some whistles. We got lots of whistles.
Yeah, we got at least 4 or 5 whistles, which is crazy.
I heard footsteps over and
Yeah.
we said
Then we went upstairs to the green room, the green hallway up there. We had our tripwire up there, and we had a little conversation with the little boy who said his name was Edwin, but he was in there with me.
Yep.
He would answer, and he was a trickster too, a prankster.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that there is a joker on that floor.
Okay.
So this could be the joker messing with us because he won the joke, remember?
Mm-hmm. And they kept poking me in the leg and in the shoulder. It's like a little kid would come up and go, just barely tapping, and I'd feel it on my leg like
And then
that.
I said, let's go down and scare the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that they were down in one of the rooms, and I didn't know that they had already left.
Yeah.
So, and I'm serious. I got up and I said, okay, let's go down and scare the girls. And it answered me back on the tripwire. So I get up, and this is no joke. It follows me all the way over to the door, and it lights up right at the door.
Mm-hmm.
And it stops. I said, grab my hand, so let's go. So we get down there, and I said, on the count of 3, let's scare the girls, let's do something. And then I was like, you didn't come with me. I just felt, I was like, you didn't come with me.
Mm-mm. He stayed back there.
I went back, I said, you didn't come with me, did you? Boom, tripwire, lit up. Lit right up. I said, I figured that. So that was a cool experience. I still got to go with video for that because I want to see if we caught the shadow figures in the mirror and stuff that walk back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool response. Also, too, the little boy said that he was the one that saw, was it David? David Fall. It was him. His name was Edwin and not whatever they say.
Right.
And it wanted me to leave the monkey that I had there. It wanted me to leave it there, so I left it there. Left it in a room. I didn't get a very good feel on that floor at all.
No.
At all. It just really messed with me. When I tried to go up there by myself, I just felt uneasy. Next thing that happened that we did was this is some amazing stuff, was the white hallway, Sarah's room, Sarah's hallway.
Yes.
Robert thought he felt somebody brush the side of his hair, which he never has anything happen to him at all.
First time I've experienced a touch that I can say was honestly a touch.
And we were getting some responses back, and I said, Sarah, if you hear me, you won't get in any trouble. Didn't you see the apparition before that? And I said, you won't get in any trouble.
I think so.
I think you did. Because it tripped you out.
Yeah, because I moved away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, honey, you're not going to get in any trouble. You can come play with us. And sure enough, she did. She played. She played. I said, do you want to roll the ball with us? Can you chase the ball? And I had Ashley sat on the floor, and I said, Ashley, roll the ball. Because why not? It's a little girl. Why wouldn't she roll a ball with a girl? So Ashley rolls the ball, and sure enough, man, that ball gets halfway out of her, like halfway from her, and you see each light go up and turn on where that ball's going. And it kicks off because there's a, what is it sitting there? What
There was a bench.
No, on this side there wasn't a bench. It was like a vent or something other, maybe some type of suitcase or something. Anyway, the ball
Not
hit it.
decoration,
Yeah, the ball hit it and kicked over. And a lot of people think that's a little girl. It wasn't. There's something sitting there that hit it and it kicked it over toward where I was sitting at. Blew me away. Absolutely blew me away because I've never ever had any type of experience like that at all. Period. On any investigation that I've ever done. And then not just twice it did it. It did it 3 times. Things I've noticed with us, it happens 3 times and like it's done.
Yeah.
Like, there's not enough energy. Like I said, I'll bring you a doll back if you can do it again. And sure enough, Ashley rolls the ball, and then boom, 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 all the lights come on. And the first time I did, I said, "Do you want to play with us?" And she lit up all those lights on that tripwire. I mean, all the freaking lights come on. And then you guys set this is crazy. I mean, you set up your video camera in Sarah's room, you got the whistle. Just not even like 2 minutes into it, you hear the whistle. It's like real low. Real low. But that night was crazy. And I definitely want to go back because
Oh yeah.
if we can get Sarah to do that again,
We have some. We have.
You can talk this long about one place. Yeah, it's a definite go.
That's exactly right.
Definitely.
Exactly right. And my number one spot is, of course, our home base Stafford House.
Yeah.
Me and Robert has investigated this place even before you all joined. We've been down here at least 2 or 3 times before that. We didn't get as much activity until last year. Last year during our public ghost hunts, this place, I mean, it came to life. It's like life came back into this house, and it was a very good feeling.
I kind of get the impression that the resident spirits here enjoy having company.
Well, you think about it, man. There was a prominent family back in the day. They always had people coming in.
Yep.
Everybody would come socialize. You know, they had a blacksmith shop here. They had a market here. They had all that stuff.
Smokehouse.
Yeah, smokehouse. So everybody's coming in, trading, going in and out. So it makes perfect sense. But for me, there's 3 or 4 things happen here for me that's really, I just could not pass this place up and say this has to be my number one. Was last year when I heard the footsteps, and this is when you guys were not part of the team at that time. There was footsteps coming up those steps up to the 2nd floor. It got to the 2nd flight and it stopped. And I was only me and the other 2 guys that was with us at that time was in Cora's room. And they looked at me and they said, "Do you hear that?" I said, "Who couldn't have heard those footsteps?" And I thought it was you. And you had a group down here.
Yep.
And I hollered at you and I said, "Rob, is that you?" And you opened the door. He said, "What?" I said, "Are you coming up the steps?" And
Yeah, we were all in this room,
Yeah.
sitting here with the door shut, doing our thing so that we wouldn't disturb them. They're upstairs and across the hall, so trying to minimize noise.
Yeah. And then the thing about it was, I was sitting up there and I told the guys, I said, "Hey, that's Rob coming up here." Nope. I thought those boys were going to run. But that's the thing about it. When it happens, you're not expecting it. That's what I love. That's what I love about the That's what I love about the paranormal, because if you knew it's going to happen, what's the point of even going? To me, the point of going to investigations is tell their story, learn the history, and expect the unexpected, because it can happen in a
Like when the
heartbeat.
book bag fell off.
That's see, all last October, the pantry door kept opening up several times, and we're like, how?
Yep, and then that's one of the things that we tried to debunk multiple times. There are 2 specific doors in this house that open up. One is across the hall from us here where the bathroom is.
Yep.
That one is easily explained because if you close it and then step on the floorboards in front of it, it will pop open.
Yes, sir.
Every time it happens. Pantry door in the kitchen, we cannot reproduce it on command. If it's us, I don't know the trigger, and we've not been able to figure it out.
And we tried
Every time.
Yeah.
everything We could.
Everybody upstairs walking around, jumping up and down, and that last year we heard it purposely open up several times.
We finally caught it on video last year. We set one of our little night cams on the counter.
Because I told you, I said, I'm sick of this pantry door open. I said, put a camera on.
I think it was, in fact, it was before we started the hunt for the night. We were all in the dining room talking before we even got started. And I just got that camera set up not long before that. And lo and behold, it opened. Sure enough, we caught it.
That's how we got Tracy, Heather, and Ashley on the team.
Yes.
From Ghost Hunts.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
And then this year during the ghost hunts, the first weekend, first night that we were down here, we set up our DVR system so that we could have multiple views. If somebody wanted to hang out down here and watch it, we could do that. But I had just got the first camera set up on top of the fridge, aiming at that pantry door. Went in, started hooking up the next camera, watched it open on the video.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, and then this may not have been paranormal, but it's kind of odd how
It was pretty coincidental. There was a bag sitting in frame,
Walmart bags, yeah.
and it was kind of sitting up. It had been sitting there for probably an hour.
At least.
The handles were, kind of raised where you just sit it down.
Yeah.
And that door opens, and then just a second later, the handles flop over.
And here's my thing. You set a bag down, those handles just go over.
Yeah.
So why is it standing straight up is my thing.
Right.
Well, sometimes they can stand straight up, but it was the fact that they'd been sitting there for so long without
Right.
moving. Then at that moment, they decided to fall.
Yeah.
And
Could have been coincidental, sure.
during this time, we started using dowsing rods. Now, people can believe in them. They don't have to. It's totally fine. I like to try different methods once in a blue moon. Now, from here on out, are we going to use dowsing rods all the time? No, we're not.
I think we did hit them a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
But that's because they just impressed us so much.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff here that I'm happy that we were able to help.
That's just one thing that everybody wants to keep in mind. Don't rely over much on one piece of equipment.
Right.
Even if you're getting great results, switch off.
Yeah, because if you come into a house or any investigation that you've been through a lot, they're going to get used to using that equipment and everything like that.
I got pushed down the steps twice on these steps the last time I was here.
Really?
What was the shot?
Mm-mm. There's
It's the Shine House.
my hoodie and what's that?
The Shine House.
Okay. Maybe it's the Shine House. I just remember it's steps. And like I'll get that certain step and I just fall like to the landing. I don't know. It's just like I couldn't get my feet under anything.
Tracy had left, which we call her Rampage REM Pod now because she was absolutely saying, touch the REM Pod. You ain't going to touch that REM Pod. Don't touch it.
She said
Don't touch it. You ain't going to touch it.
That was.
And I said, oh, God. And bless her heart, she has trouble hearing. And Heather's over going, Tracy. Oh, no, she's gone. She just kept on going. I said, Lord, here we go.
This landing on the stairways that go up this way,
Mm-hmm.
and I was giving it hell, but
She is. I with the Heather, because Heather's sitting there going, Tracy. She go. She go. Finally, Tracy calmed down, and I said, well, if you don't want to do that, I mean, you can touch the tripwire. I said, that's fine. You don't have to touch the REM pod. And the REM pod broke that night because it don't work no more.
it works for that.
No, it sure did. So
Time.
yeah, she did one more time. But she broke her REM pod, which fine by me. Which me and Robert had.
it rarely worked for us anyway.
And then when these three come in, it's like, oh, change the switch. Here we go. Switch it. There it goes.
We had to go off a lot at that one place.
I know. Yeah. How
Clackamas
crazy.
County.
I think it's just the person.
Places.
I think it's just the person that uses that equipment because I don't know, it's like you get comfortable with certain piece of equipment that you just have a feel for it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't long. As soon as I said, if you don't want to touch the tripwire, you can do whatever you want to. Man, freaking you hear a bang, I mean a loud bang on this door out here. And then the backpack just gets flipped over. And I thought somebody was trying to come in. I said, yeah, come in. And I was like, we need to go check that out. So I tell Ashley, I said, go down this way. And then she's like,
How much you, John?
She was like right up on me, and I tell which way she was turning, left and right. And Tracy, that's my enforcer. Tracy said, "There she goes down that other way, but she was hopping to it. She was gone. Yeah. Oh, Heather, she was gone.
I went down this way, never seen nothing, nobody. Because we had a lot of people out front that you'll see on bikes. Didn't see anybody. Looked out. There's no curtains on most of these windows. So you can see everywhere. And you see nobody. And the sound that we heard was not that book bag hitting that floor.
No.
No, and we tried it over and over.
And that book bag didn't just go,
It-
it somersaulted.
Yeah.
It had been sitting there over 3 hours.
Because it was facing that way, and if it had fell off, it had fell.
And we've been in the bag several times.
Yeah.
I got batteries out because it kept draining.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And every time we would do a dowsing rod session, and we'd mention it, boom, tripwire lights go dead.
Yep.
I mean dead.
Yep.
Funny that you know, bringing that up, but we were just sitting around waiting for everybody to show up here today, and we were asking questions
Oh,
about
yeah.
dowsing rod.
Yeah.
Apparently, May was put out by that bag sitting there on the table. It was close to her house.
And as soon as I asked these questions, I mean, them rods were like instantly, like, it even spelled my name out. I said, "Can you spell my name?" And it said, "Yeah." I said, "You know who I am?" Instantly, yes. And it was Cora. It was Cora talking to me. And I even asked, I said, "Is May here?" Dead. I
Make
said,
it light on it, it's okay.
well, I was singing, and I said, "Hey, is this Thomas?" I said, "Is this Francis?" No. I said, "Cora, is this you?" Boom. It's okay. I said, "Is Francis here?" Dead. So I asked the spirit guides. I said, "Spirit guides is no." I did. I asked Cora again. I said, "Is he gone to a better place where he should be?" Big yes. I said, "Did he tell you goodbye before he left?" Boom. Big yes. And then I also asked this too. I said, "Is May now the one looking over this house?" I got chills all over me.
Yes.
Boom, big yes. So I was like, "That's good. That's all we wanted."
Yeah.
But this house to me is a prize. It's a gem.
Yeah.
It is a diamond in the rough that you all need to get in touch with Jeremiah Parsons
Yeah.
at
Thankful tourism.
Central Tourism. I'm telling you folks, you will not be disappointed
No.
whatsoever.
Based on our experiences here, if you're local, especially if you can get in here multiple times, it is a great place to try to repeat your
Yes.
experiments, because you can get consistent results if you kind of know what to ask and how to ask certain individuals that reside here.
You know the history.
Know the history, that
The
helps.
history, yeah. Very simple.
Yeah.
Be mistake.
If you learn the history of this house and you ask the right questions, and it wants you to know the answers, it's going to let you know.
And another thing too, ask oddball questions. Ask questions off the
Something
wall.
about dominoes.
Yeah.
Or something. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, because if you do something that says, okay, touch the tripwire light if you've been to Domino's and it lights up, you're like, nah.
While it's a good thing to repeat and see if you get the same results, it's also good if you try things that are completely different or ask
Bob.
similar questions that are sort of the same but different, see if the results are the same. Like there was one thing that we did just today where we got 2 different results by asking the same thing slightly differently.
But all they did,
When we asked 2 different people the same way, it worked out, formed us in the same place. So just depends on how you ask things.
yeah. Yeah, which that made sense when she said, "Where's the water?" So it took her to the water. But when we asked the other specific question, it took you right to where we thought it was.
Yep.
So that's another thing we're going to have to look into. But yeah, this place is very near and dear to my heart. My team is very, very protective of this place.
yes.
And make sure before you put something out there, you really, truly know
Right.
what's going on here.
Yes.
We've had some.
Learn that the resident spirits here are unique in personality. They are some of them quite opinionated, and you will have to learn how to speak with them if you want to communicate with them.
Yes. May is old and set in her ways.
There's nothing evil here.
No.
I've never known of anybody getting scratched or hit or.
There's nothing possessive here. There's nothing evil here. These folks lived here. They had a life here. They're still.
This is their home property. That this is their place.
Here.
You know, I've been asked why the other spirits coming into these houses like this. Well, maybe because these spirits don't want them in here.
Right.
This is their home.
This is their home.
Yes.
We're just fortunate enough to be visited.
Yes, very, very much so.
You can tell them we're home.
Yeah.
We came in today. What did we do? We talked for a few minutes, went up and spoke to May, spoke to Cora, spoke to Thomas.
This woman, so
Right.
just about that.
Did you?
I did.
We brought May flowers. We brought her a little vase that sits in the window. Oh, the sun.
Perfume.
Yeah, like
with the
yeah, when the sun hits it, it will show like lights in the room. And today we brought her a Christmas tree.
We brought it a little doilies too.
The one thing that really shocks me and trips my mind is when you guys are doing a dowsing rod session upstairs in Cora's room, and it pointed to the trunk and there's a letter in there.
Yes.
She wanted on the bed.
It was in here. It's in the living room.
Okay.
It's in there.
Okay.
She wanted that later and that hat taken out of that trunk and put on her bed. Yeah.
And somehow that is still see
Dalton did it. Yeah.
It's
And
not
Dalton
on.
swears he didn't do
We
it.
just set it on the bed when we took it up there.
Nobody put it on. Nobody knows who put.
And then the next weekend when it came back,
Jeremy. No, it's upstairs on that baby's head.
yeah, he left everything up there. It was put on that baby doll's head.
Jeremiah asked us if we put the letter out and the hat on baby's.
The hat.
And it's on us.
I'm holding
We
it.
don't know who.
That's why I wanted the hat on.
That's what I put in the hat. Yeah.
Because of the cranium.
A craniotomy baby.
Yeah.
It's weird. We asked Dalton, and Dalton said, "I don't want to around this house by myself. I didn't go put no hat on no baby."
If he was here after those nights, back hag night, he'd been in the floor crawling.
I said mine for a week at that point.
Yeah.
And you got a doorbell that'll scare you, right, John?
Yes,
Talk about that.
that doorbell will scare you to death.
It's very loud.
Like you move faster, you never move
Well, I did. It's like I had to go to the bathroom really. Move fast like that too.
That's
Oh man, it's horrible. Poor TJ ain't the top of the dog.
He just listened to us. He can't get a word in.
No.
It's alright.
I'll do mine a little different, since a lot of this is going to correspond with what everybody else has said. But I would say that number 3 for me was Thomas House.
Oh.
Reason being, I love the architecture. I love the history that place contains, just the layout of it. The experiences that I had there were amazing. If you can stop by, definitely worth the trip.
Yes.
Number 2 for me, and these are going to be a little bit of a cheat, just Perryville in general,
Yeah.
because there is so much history in that city.
There is.
We went to the Bottom House there in town. We went to the Polk House. We went to the battlefield.
Yeah.
Went to the cemetery there. Just so many places to visit, all close together.
Yeah.
You can see all of the town.
Yeah.
Give it a walk through for an hour or two.
We're still working on that place. We're not done with that.
Oh, yeah, we're not done with Perryville. Then go out and drive through the battlefield. You can go pretty much everywhere. And to be there overnight at the battlefield, that was an experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
A little cold.
it was a little cold when we went there, admittedly.
But
It was October.
But it was a week after the actual battle.
We were there on October 11th, and the battle was on the 8th.
My birthday.
Yep.
What was it, 160 some years?
That's hard. It was one of my best experiences. Was just being able to be out there after dark, getting to see what that was like, watching the sunset up on top of the Parsons Hill. That was great.
My Parsons Hill.
And then whatever that light anomaly was that we were looking at down in the valley, could not explain that.
No.
That was wild. And then the last thing we did before we left, down in the by the creek.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was.
I saw her cat boggle off and I said, well, she's happy now.
Yep. But we were communicating with a couple of different
Yes.
individuals down there potentially.
Yes.
One of them seemed to be Sam, and he might have led us to his gravesite.
He did.
So if that tracks, then that was a
That gives
great.
me chills. But
And he's there looking for his sister, right?
Yep.
That's wild.
What about the bottle of water? Do you remember putting that in the trail?
That is wild too. I mean, kicked over because I think I said, hey, do you want a bottle of water? Light the light up on the motion sensor on the APL, and it went off.
That motion sensor just kept going off, and
Yeah.
there was nothing at all behind it, no trees or nothing.
No,
And the way those APLs work, it's infrared thermal motion, so it has to actually sense something there.
heat and cold.
Heat and cold will set it off.
It went off at least 10 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
10
It
times.
looks like they were walking back and forth. I don't know if they was going one certain way, if they was going back and forth.
They were passing through.
Like they were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
and they were thirsty.
And I said, you know, if you want the bottle of water, we'll do it. And it did it. We took it out there, and then all of a sudden I hear a thump, and I said, tell me that bottle of water didn't just fall over. Jeff went out there and looked and said, yep, it fell over. There's no water in it.
Yeah. You don't just completely dry. Like it.
Crazy.
Normally there'd be some water
Right,
in it
right.
still, you know, unless you just turned it upside down, you know, like, yeah. But there was nothing. It's
Oh,
like somebody
fine.
took a drink of it and just threw it down. You know.
Number one, and it's not just because it's local, but it's Paintsville in general. All the instances that we've been here in Paintsville this year
Yeah.
has been amazing.
Yes.
We've had the SIP Theater, which we did last weekend. That was our second time there,
Second time.
and it was amazing once again. Pretty sure we caught multiple times something moving over in one of the doorways
Yes.
by the stage.
We've all seen it.
Yep, everybody was seeing it that night.
Yeah. It was,
Yep, we had that. We caught motion. We moved an APL over there. Nobody around it.
Pressure hit.
Pressure
your
hit.
chair.
Yep.
A chair, yeah. I sat in the white chair beside the brown chair, and then it sounded like somebody sat down in it and moved, or the chair shifted, and I didn't move.
It was
Yeah.
one of the metal, like,
Metal chairs.
He was sitting up on the stage. There, it was him, and there was an empty metal chair next to him.
yeah.
And I was sitting over by him
Yeah.
in another chair.
Across on the other side of the
So we
stage.
heard like tapping,
Yeah, her tapping.
and I heard it on
Yeah.
the stage.
Heard the tapping.
So yeah, I was scared. Heard it.
I had to look at it for a little bit. When she said I heard it, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I heard it. Heard that.
That was cool, man.
Yeah.
And then there was the mountain home place, the farm.
I want to go back there without a storm.
Yeah, we went there. It was a thunderstorm. It was wild, and you've got so many locations over there. You've got the main building itself. You've got the actual homestead, the school, the church,
Don't forget to that.
the barn. And not only do you have all these different places, you do get activity in all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And there was several of us that saw something out in the storm
Yeah.
at different times, moving around in the dark, some kind of red lights.
Yeah.
We actually got some stuff on. Was it Ghost Tube that we were using that said some
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Said it's never said since.
Spirit talk.
Said Spirit Talker said to you, and it's never said it since. I've never heard it say it to anybody. It never had
Yourself.
it since. It was
Jeremiah
nice when I repeat it, but
Jeremiah was reading from scripture from the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
The Trifield meter was going absolutely crazy. It pegged out at 10 at one point.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah kept talking about wanting to join their church. Well, he's not part of that denomination. I don't know what he is actually. But it was crazy to see that when he start talking, wanting to join and be one of the deacons, that trip, the trip stayed crazy.
And the thing about that church is there's no power.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah. I was right there beside you.
Yeah, Jeff was beside him, and the Trifield was right in the middle of us, and you could, it was a.
The first time we were there, the candle.
That's what I was gonna say.
The candle,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's
the
good.
candle come on by itself.
The situation there, they were prepping for a wedding the next day, and they had all these little battery powered candles around. And one of them just suddenly came on.
That's what Jeremiah was talking.
Yep,
It stayed on.
it stayed on. It
It
was
almost go out.
It went out one time, then come right back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was turned off.
Yeah.
The switch was turned off.
I didn't think you could have a switch. Did you find a
It was
switch?
up
Screw it. Oh, you just do it. It's outside. It's on the inside. Right.
And even with the SIP, that's when she had her first paranormal
It
experience.
was. I heard the little girl laughing behind us when we was sitting up talk. That was my first investigation. Was the sit.
Yeah, because you looked at me.
so excited to go there because I knew the experiences you all had
We
before.
was up in the balcony, and Tiffany looked at me and she said, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah."
So the night last week when we were there, Heather and Ashley had went up there, and that's when me and John were on the stage. And that's right when the chair moved. We heard something up there, a noise. So they went up there, and we had a back room light on. Well, I had seen something move, and John said something about seeing something move. Well, about that time, she let out a blood curdling scream.
Dalton. It is Dalton. He burned up the stairs over there, and I heard him get lost. I'm in the seats. I was like, but real close to me.
We were seeing something.
Him. He come up this side. I saw the movement on this side.
Yeah.
I saw him come up this side.
But the good part about all that last week is that balcony, you could hear stuff up there when we was up. You steps walking up the steps. This is way after Dalton left. You would hear things in the back in that projector room moving back and forth.
We all went up there.
There was a woman talking at one point that we didn't get because we had the music go on, so if we could get something stirred up.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Crazy.
Then another place in town,
Down, always sit up there.
we've got the Country Music Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forget about
Oh, yeah.
That was a wild night.
it. Yeah.
And it's just meant to
We
be
need to go to that.
crazy.
I'd love to go back there.
Yeah.
But we got an occasion where there was footsteps that we heard, distinct, like cowboy boots, walking across the floor.
Boots.
We thought it was Jeremiah come in because he was supposed to show up later that night. And we were all in the actual museum section,
Yeah.
and we were asking questions. Then we all just stopped. We heard them footsteps walking through, and we went out to meet him. Nobody there.
And then we found out every door has an alarm on it, like a dance
Oh, wow.
bell when you open it. So
It's a night too. We didn't get much on tripwire.
we did not.
Motion sensor went off a few times.
What really floored me was the Estes method we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you started hitting on a few different things, and then started talking about the bathroom there,
Yes.
and then what we found out after.
Yeah. Then when someone went in there to check, it was ice cold.
Yes.
Ice cold.
So that is definitely a top place, but of course the best place to go is right here at Stafford House.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
I put it on my list because it's just a given
you're right.
for me. Like,
I don't experience a lot of stuff. I've always been the skeptic on the team. I didn't experience really anything, actually hearing or seeing nothing until our first hunt back after several years being away from the actual investigations. And that was over at Old Hospital on College Hill.
Yeah.
Since then, I've started to experience more, and this place does not disappoint.
never.
Yeah. That's when I called you up and I said, bro, it's either we make it or break it. And I said it's either shit or get off the pot for me.
Yeah,
And
and every time I've come here to the Stafford House for an actual investigation, stuff has happened.
Yep.
It has never not happened. Some nights have been slower, granted,
Yes.
but it's always been something.
and there's sometimes when stuff happens, we just play it off because it's nothing new to us.
We still go try to debunk it, no matter what it is.
There's always something new here. Like this year during our public ghost hunts, we start upstairs and stuff would start going crazy down here, like it was trying to lure us away from upstairs.
Yep.
But we'll let you guys come and experience for yourself. We don't want to tell you, just come and experience for yourself.
Absolutely.
Which one thing for you stuck out the most though? One thing.
Well, I would say that my most interesting experience this year would probably have to be at the Thomas house. And it was there in that hallway where I finally got touched by something.
Mm-hmm.
Right when she was playing with that ball.
Yeah, because you laid down on the bench. She's like, I'm gonna lay down.
Yeah. But that was a first for me, and that stands out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Thomas House has been just one of those places to where you hear a lot of stuff, and we've been to places to where you hear a lot of stuff, and we go in and it's basically like, well, the history part's cool. We didn't get anything else, but that's fine. That's totally fine. But when Ashley literal told us that, hey, you this place, if it's active, it's going to be good. And this other guy on TikTok I was talking to, he told me the same thing, boy. It did not disappoint. And even if we go back and only get the Whistler or just anything, I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that water runs underneath it. Like,
Oh, yes. Yes.
Now, once you dive into that place, it's amazing.
It is.
Now we'll get to our locations. And TJ, you're in on this too, because I didn't get taught much, buddy. I'm sorry. start around for you, Bubby Boy. 2 or 3 locations you want to go to in 26. Doesn't matter if you've already been there or new ones, whatever. Which ones do you want to go back to? If we had to put your whatever, where we want to go.
For me, it would have to be Octagon Hall
I figured that was coming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Old Hospital on Caulfield.
Okay.
Right.
That was kind of like your. Was that your first one with us?
That was my second.
What
My
was?
first one was the ABC building.
Oh yeah.
Set.
Yeah.
That was also the first place I felt a hand on me.
Felt what?
Felt a hand on me
Oh yeah, down in the basement.
in that swing room.
Yeah. I totally forgot about the seat. We've got so much. Tiff.
The 3 places I'd like to go would be Abner Gaines' house,
Okay.
Ohio State Reformatory, and Octagon Hall.
Oh wow. Yeah. Ohio State Reformatory it might be something. I don't know. I'll just keep it. Jeff. No.
Sorry.
Did I do something?
Oh no.
Octagon Hall.
Oh for sure.
Hearing your all story when you all went. Now I'm jealous. I really
Well,
want.
it's kind of like Waverly Hills. Like you hear all these stories about Waverly Hills, you go to Waverly Hills, and you expect to see all these apparitions.
They like it.
And like, no, it's not.
Our experience with Waverly Hills have been very unique.
And
We talked about this too.
the UFO sightings too. There, everybody knows how much I'm into
Octagon?
UFOs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd like to sit on the porch to see if I could see something like that or anything.
Oh yeah, that place is
Yeah, I could.
Oh, Octagon's where I saw my first apparition.
broad daylight,
Yep.
and I saw her too. And that green light had exploded out in the back of that field. I saw that
And the-
right after the lady that he saw.
He took the drone up. Robert took the drone up last time I was there, and there was a crop circle.
There's a big crop circle.
Mm.
And he had to go like
That's
pretty
what I'm telling you.
deep in there to get it, but it was there, and we told Bear about it, and he's like,
That's interesting.
"Yeah," he's like, "Never didn't know that."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Octagon Hall is one of those places. It's like you reach into a bag and see what you pull out. To be
Yes.
honest.
So we might have even had a Sasquatch running around through there.
"Yeah,
We did. I talked to Greg Yost, who is Squatch Man. I talked to him the other day about that, and he said that's exactly what that was. He said
Yeah.
that was a Bigfoot that we encountered.
there's some,
Your brother.
there's some, I mean, there's some stuff there you gotta watch. I mean,
Dogman's supposed to be there. Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Been there before. We stayed. We've been there a couple weekends. We stayed at the campground just down the road from there.
Yeah.
But
Would you hear like anything like a buzzing noise type of like that going on?
Kind of a growing hum.
Can't explain it.
I know she can, but what about you?
I wasn't
It's a
there.
constant.
And it wasn't really
yeah,
She just
micro release. Micro. But now
she had a lot of water.
when I was at Octagon Hall, we all went that day. It was. I loved it.
So
Then we had the lady come across on the Spirit Talker app, which I never heard it say yeah, like a southern yeah. It come across and said yeah.
Mm.
yeah, watching that stuff on the camera.
Oh yeah, stuff happened on the camera. We had the freaking
Ghost wire wouldn't work.
right.
Thought it was messed up, and he brings it back home.
Fine.
Hard Dixon.
Exactly. And the ghost box
Yeah.
went off down there.
I saw an
Yeah, and that's the first time I think that and the old hospital on College Hill was.
Only two places everyone off
Yeah,
of.
yeah. But no, so Octagon.
One more thing about Octagon, I actually saw an orb outside manifest on its own up in the trees.
That's awesome.
He thought it was what you
I think it was
said.
headlights.
Yeah.
It sort of waved back and forth like a car coming down the road, and then it just vanished.
So like there's goats out there, right? Like
There's
there's
ghosts.
white goats, and like them things. It's weird. I ain't telling
The
you.
dogs go crazy. Bear told us said
Yeah, Bill.
teach it to the dogs.
Yeah, watch the dog.
Listen to them.
Yeah, because that dog, there's a dog that stays in the fence. With, I mean, I guess it's trained to stay in there.
It does.
It's not coming outside that fence. It can't.
But you notice though, when we had our Bigfoot deal, it was
Airplane was
it's like you could hear a pin.
That sound at least 4 times.
Easy.
Our reporters picked it up.
And Octagon's what on the 35th or 37th? So it's on 37th parallel line, and that's UFO. Yeah. So
It explains a lot.
that's UFO and Paranormal Highway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's worth the time to go. Again, history for
I'd love to
me.
go to do an investigation.
History for me is a big part of this. Even if we don't get anything, that's fine. I like the history. Just for me, Civil War, to step on a property where Civil War took place at, man, that's just
And when you start listening to the history of Octagon Hall, it is
wow.
it's something.
Yeah.
I saw what was it, the
The
creeper?
Yeah, I
You
didn't.
said he's never saw it in like
I
20
saw
years.
it, like
We
it
saw
kept, the
it.
shade kept going up on the walls, like, y'all don't see that? And they was like, John, I had to point it out like 2 or 3 times, and finally he was like, oh, okay, yeah, then Robert.
I
Keith
saw the
started
stupid thing. I was like,
and it was going down, so I told Barry, and I think it was when we seen him, the next day, it was the last day, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was getting ready to leave that day, and he come by, and I was like, we had something happen last night up there in Andrew Caldwell's room, and I said, told him, he just started smiling. He's like, yeah, I know what you've seen. He's like, you got lucky, Keith, because he only shows himself about once a year.
Wow.
well, that's the first time anybody's come like in 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
So the other place will be Gettysburg.
oh well, yeah,
You know, I know that's kind of far out there, but
That's definitely
it's on our list.
one to go.
and then was it Brushy Mountain?
Yeah.
And then there's several more like there's one in Louisville that we supposed to check
The
out.
Brown Hotel.
Yeah, for that Brown Hotel. Yeah.
And what
And
was
the
it,
Bunny
Waynesville?
Oh
Wait,
yeah, did I
Bunny
say
Bunny Ranch. Where?
Waynesville? So y'all have heard of Waynesville, Ohio?
No.
It kind of looks like Perryville. 'cause
It
I
sounds
grew up
like
on it.
Perryville, about the
Everything's like right
town,
together.
very small.
There's a school there. It's called the Old School. He said he went there as a child. You know, they go there and like do. He said he didn't go to that school, but they go there and do stuff. He said he'd seen stuff like move and then move back.
Yeah.
There's another house that you can go to there, the White House or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and he's like, you can see stuff just walking down the middle of the road, like
Yeah.
that place is real haunted. It's on one of the Ohio's top. What is it?
That sounds like the one school that I found, at high school.
Okay.
Isn't that near
Liberty,
I think so.
So yeah.
Isn't that the one you
Liberty High School. That's the one.
That does sound like Liberty. It's like you said Liberty. Yeah.
That's the one where they had.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's where that guy that we work with is
Do
from.
your research, folks. Go find the places.
Yeah, it's fun. I get on there and start researching 2 hours and went by. I don't even.
Listen, I've been researching. I've got to print some stuff out. I'm gonna make a whole booklet on it.
That's fine. I'm glad we got.
I asked him like how much do you know anything? He's like I don't. He's like but you're more than
That's
welcome
fine.
to call. You know.
You know, there's sometimes I go in. You guys can know, but I don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just if I feel that on a place, I don't want to know because
I like the cost.
right. But I mean,
Yeah, I know what
for
you're
me,
saying.
they're just it's just
Yeah.
now I'm
I
wired.
do something that we do whenever we go to a new location, especially. A lot of times, John will just hang back, and I'll be interviewing the owner or whoever's walking us through the place. I'll know all these hot spots and histories, and then I won't say anything to John about it and see what he can pick up on, what the others can pick
I
up on.
normally pick it up.
That's pretty cool.
Very often, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Heather.
My turn. Well, now my dad ought to gone home.
I know.
That's okay. Well, that's a given. I definitely want to go back to Thomas House.
Yes. Sure.
And I want to go back to College Hill.
Oh yeah.
But my new place I want to go to is Bill Manor.
Yeah. Didn't I say that down here?
Yep.
I said that.
That's the place that we talked about.
That is where she has looked up everything about it. I have not knowing.
Yeah.
And then we start talking about it. I'm like,
How
I've had
crazy is that shit, dude?
Must be meant to be.
And it's very active from what I've learned so far.
They have stuff from Bobby Mackey's in that
In the
basement. In the basement. We
Wow.
got Paul's chairs. The basement.
That's probably where some of that crap comes from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that the activities changed to more not so friendly, and they think it's because of the Bobby Mackey stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, of course. It had the portal, right? Or they.
They think there's a portal in that house. They've had so many people come in the house that
But
there's
she was something, and I was researching it, not knowing.
What's the first thing I said when I got in the truck coming down here?
Yeah, we hadn't barely got out of Martin. He's talking about Bill Manor.
Yeah.
It's meant to be.
Well, yeah. Bill Manor, yeah, for sure. Damn sure. That's
It's-
That's funny.
It's easy.
that is.
Bill Manor, of course. The Polk House, Perryville in general.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to go back there.
We're not done with Perryville. We still got 3 buildings to go
I
to.
knew that, so I didn't add that to my list.
There's a lot of places we went to this year that I want to go back to. A lot. I want to go back to the Coal Mine Museum. I want to go back to College Hill. I want to go back to, absolutely want to go back to Thomas.
Eventually, we'll try to go back to Portal 31, but that's going to be way down.
Yeah, I would like to eventually dabble over that way. I've been over there once for a football game, and that's it.
Oh, I lived over there.
Bloody Harlem is,
Lived about 2 years.
Yeah, I've
It's an
been to
interesting
that for
place.
Okay.
you get an eerie feeling over there. Like that first night we went over there, and I caught that light explode in front of my face. You was watching me live when that happened.
Yeah, we was too.
Isn't there like another courthouse or something?
Yeah, Harlan County Courthouse.
Yeah, but that's how
You
it's
know,
right.
and Black Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That place is supposed to be gnarly.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place on,
That was a note to
Is it-
off of.
is it Black Mountain,
That's it.
where they had the path that goes down where they killed all the people?
There's a big.
That at work.
And you see the witch. There's a woman that walks around, a white witch, I think, got her head chopped off.
We
With
talked
one.
about that the other day.
The Bell Cave.
No, that's in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's
That's Bell Witch.
I want to go back to the Thomas house for sure.
Okay.
And then I've talked about Octagon Hall so much now.
It is not disappointing at all.
It's not.
It's amazing.
There's this place that we'll never get to go there, but it's in New Orleans, and it's the Andrew Jackson Hotel.
Yes.
Have you heard about it? Yeah. Yes. Like it was an orphanage for so long. It burnt down a couple of times, and
Is that on Mardi Gras or whatever? It's a big hotel. It's the white one.
it's a white one.
Mm-hmm.
Got the black railing on it.
I think so.
Wow, that's the one.
I would like to go.
Road trip.
I mean, why not? I mean,
14 hours. It's fine.
nothing is out of the possibility of the rim for us right now. Because if we can go, we can go. If not, it's not. There's
We'll get on the list regardless. And you never know.
That's right.
If it's meant for us to be here, it'll happen.
And there's stuff here locally that people were wanting us to come.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be, like I said, 26.
When we started back in 08, me and John, it was harder than heck to try to get people to let us into places.
Yeah.
Because everybody back then was skeptical about it.
Mhm.
It has shifted so much that
Yes.
we have so many places here locally that we're able to investigate now. It's amazing.
Let people, be like, "Will you come here?" So,
Mm.
Like one of the places, girl, you knew
mm-hmm.
said, "Hey, will you guys come in and do a daytime investigation?"
Yeah.
First time we ever done a daytime investigation and didn't disappoint.
No.
We did another location that I never thought we'd get into, and it didn't. It's slow, but again,
That's where the bin bog was going crazy.
yeah. Again, I don't expect us to go everywhere and get all kinds of stuff. It just
No.
doesn't happen.
It's fun. I get excited when a little cat ball goes off.
When I can put a location down for this team and say we've been there, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
A lot of the time, for me especially, it's just getting to go to these places,
Yeah.
seeing them in person, and getting to experience the place.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you just gotta step back and calm down and take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
For me, because I've been overwhelmed at certain locations to where I don't know if they can tell, but I'm kind of off my game. I'm kind of not social. I kind of just not an ass, but I don't want to associate for a little bit for some reason. And it's just I have an abundance of everything coming at me, and he's seen it happen before.
You all seen that with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, heck, it came over me once.
I wanted to find
Same time.
somebody down here that
Same place. Yeah.
I wanted to find somebody that day I come down here. Remember, I was just feeling good time.
What at the Shine House?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I could rip people's heads off and shit.
I
Crap
was
down
never experienced, and I never experienced.
You asked me, you said, are you like I'm feeling this way? And I'm like, right.
The girls that came with us that night, that got the same,
They had to leave.
they left because of it.
Yeah. But it was, didn't like that.
Was that yours? Okay.
I didn't like that.
I've got 4, and it's crazy because I think one of them is no. I didn't put it on my list, but we definitely talked about it because how crazy is that? We got to go. Bill Manor is.
Yeah.
That's it. So the Ross House is one of them. That's a,
Yes. I've been seeing a lot of that too.
the Ross House is a very special place. Another one is the Thomas House, of course, Octagon Hall, and Buffalo Trace Distillery in Louisville.
Oh,
That is
it's
Louisville.
it was remember.
Louisville is same thing. Louisville to me covers everything. doesn't it?
Yeah, it's it got flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a big flood recently.
They do paranormal investigations down there. The Morrison Lodge, I'm trying to get hold of them to let us in to see if they will, which they do investigations. That's another place. But that's my four. There's several more in Ohio I want to do.
Town Elementary.
Yes. What was it?
Post Town.
Post Town. Yes. Yeah, Keith H recommended that to me. He's recommended several places for us to go to. So if he says go and Copperhead says go, those are goes.
Well, I think goes without saying, but it sounds like we're definitely gonna have to revisit Thomas House and Octagon Hall.
Yeah.
Sure.
So those are definitely the two big revisits.
We got to pay an homage to Bear.
Yeah.
We've got to
Yeah, I definitely want to go back to that.
go. I'll have to go to his grave.
Yeah.
I would.
Then I would say that my next top tier ones that we want to try to visit, I want to go to Tala. I want to experience that one.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Even, yeah.
And probably the next big one, I would say, and this is, down the line, when we make it big.
Make it smart.
St. Augustine Lighthouse.
Ooh.
Yes.
Because I've wanted to go to that place for years.
Ever since it came on Ghost Hunters, yeah.
Just to visit St. Augustine in general.
Just imagine having that camera point straight up that.
And we'll stop in Savannah on the way.
That's what I was gonna say. I've always wanted to go to Savannah.
I love Savannah.
I've never been.
Road trip or more.
Yes, Savannah is amazing.
So 26, there's a couple things I want us to achieve. I definitely want to keep pushing to find more evidence in this community that we're in because it's not going to stop. You got to keep thinking outside that box. We got to record weather data to see if anything matches between, say, like we get something moving on Thursday night in April, and we can go back and look at the pressure and all that stuff that we had something happen back in January, and go back and see if it matches.
Okay.
And if it matches, then we can say, okay, look, this is what happened. This is why this probably happened. That's another thing.
He done sign
It's like at the Polk House that night.
Yeah.
We had one of the EDI meters recording, and when we were experiencing activity,
Yeah.
I checked the readings, and the pressure was dropping, the humidity was rising. They crossed at the peak of the activity.
And we need to know, we need to watch patterns, what work for us.
Mhm.
Like, say, what questions work for us, what equipment works best for us. Now, you guys have equipment that works that we can't get to work. So that may be up for whatever. But that's what I'd like for us to do. What about what you TJ?
More subscribers actually.
More subscribers.
If we could get more of those, we can keep going out doing bigger, better things.
Well,
going out.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. TikTok, YouTube.
If you like more subscribers, we keep going out, go further, investigate. Like one of my dream places to investigate is the Edwin Lane Museum. Only like the Royal Conjuring House, but both of those are like 12 to 14 hours away.
I'd like to go. That's another one. Conjuring House.
As far as what I'd like to see us achieve, definitely try to get our name out there a little bit more. But I'd like to see us try to tighten up and get a little bit better on our videography.
Yeah.
A little bit more unified.
Yeah.
Try to
More structure.
more structure on our
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like when we come to a place, it's like, hey, let's do this first. Besides everybody running off, let's just because
I guess you could call it planning.
yeah, and we have no problem with everybody going around. It's just sometimes it's harder to run when everybody gets excited. Trust me, I've been there.
It's hard to resist.
It is very hard.
Yeah.
But and we've said it before. We get our shit done. We got to get done. Fair game, do whatever. That's big for us. Anything else?
That's my big thing. I think that we need to work on is our videography and the video editing in general.
Yeah.
That's difficult. Just
It is difficult.
it's hard to learn, but I think if we can learn it, we can master it.
Jeff came up with a good idea, like when we're recording or whatever, the video camera, you can set it in front of me or whatever, and I can just loosen the tripod up just to swing it around, whatever, and do that way. You know, if somebody else wants to have a camera, like Heather, she's got several.
I think part of what we might try to do, and I'll look into doing this, is more of our not necessarily just different cameras, but actually just certain setups for our cameras for certain things.
Yeah.
Kind of like we did at the sit the other night with the APL
Stuff was great.
Little tricks like that we can.
That was great. Yeah.
I think that worked out real well.
Actually.
I want us to do more public ghost investigations.
Okay.
Just and when we first started doing it, I was nervous and I felt pressured because people were paying to come see this, and if nothing happened, then I felt like we failed to, and I hated it the first few times. But meeting everybody and showing these people things and changing people's minds was. I would like to do that a lot more.
So what about seeing people's minds change, guys, during all this? What?
We had quite a few that came in basically like y'all bullshitting. Y'all crazy. But then by the time they were leaving, they was like, we don't know what to think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was
They wasn't all necessarily like gung ho. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But it made them think.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
And that was the good part.
And open the door.
Yes. Yes.
And I even told them, I said over and over, I said, hey, we're not here to change your mind. The house will do it for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you just you have to be open to let it.
Tracy?
I would like for us to get a bigger hard drive so we can put all our evidence on it, and for us to all meet up and review all our evidence for every investigation.
We got the hard drive. We've got it.
Yeah.
Well, what we might be able to work out now, since this has become our home base, basically, we might be able to designate like the following weekend or something.
That would be
Come down
amazing.
for a few hours.
Yeah.
Even if I can't be here, do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would love to. Because I go home when we get done, like when we were having our public ones, we leave here at like 2.
we're talking to the
I don't go home with reviewing stuff because I can't stand. That's what I've done this morning. I could have had things to do, but I was reviewing stuff from last weekend because I didn't take time this week. But yeah, I love it.
Like I would love to be able to come down and review the visual stuff. Now the audio stuff, I'm reviewing it on like that where I can see it's not as hard for me to listen for that stuff, but visual would be easier for me.
I want to bring this up. I noticed this time around with EVPs, I don't hear the break in it like I used to. I don't hear that different sound at the beginning to when it fades out. I'm guessing because of the recorders on how far they've came.
We've switched to new equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one I got EVP from in Martin, the old regular Baptist preaching. I mean, there's no mistake in hearing it. Yeah, then it's just like when it calms back down, it's like where'd it go?
Yeah.
It's like gone. It's like the different language EVP we got from over at Arkansas. We got to get somebody to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a different language I have.
Just
no
post
idea.
that on the internet. Throw it on TikTok. People say, "Hey, does anybody know what this is saying?"
Yeah, what language? It sounds.
So that you can make a TikTok and ask what language.
I do that. At one point, it sounds German. At one point, it sounds like Native American.
Action on our TikTok too.
And surprisingly, we've got a good lot of interaction. on our-
Once we get, I've noticed.
Is that a knock?
Yeah.
No, that was the.
I've noticed that it's funny that it's the first time we've heard that bridge.
Yeah.
Or we've just got a music.
Yeah, that's
I don't register much anymore.
Yeah.
The more videos, like that's why I posted a video yesterday to our Facebook. Then you get notifications or you'll get the thing saying how many views you had.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's the thing that comes up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But that's what I can't wait until we can put videos out. I want to learn how to edit videos because everybody at work, everybody, outside of this group that I'm friends with are like, when are you going to have videos out?
Once all this stuff comes out, a lot of it's gonna be.
That is something that I want to help learn with.
It's me.
My problem is my attention span since working at Microtech is in the toilet.
Yeah.
It was one project after another. My boss would say, hey, work on this, get this done, and then 5 minutes later call me, we'll do this instead. So, and maybe something else I'd like to have us look into is moving beyond just YouTube and TikTok and Facebook, because there's other sites out there, and YouTube's been having issues lately.
Really?
A lot of creators are jumping ship on YouTube.
Yeah, they don't like Twitch, Kick.
Yeah, and even
Which is another one.
even if we're not doing streaming, there's Rumble, there's several other video sharing sites.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to start maybe doing something like on Substack, that like a
Never heard of that.
it's kind of like an online thing you can subscribe to, or you can do it for free. But it's basically like blogging, or I know a lot of people use it for like newsletters. So maybe we could start something like that to try to draw people in, share like a post investigation summaries,
Yeah.
some of our evidence, just discussing this and that, do little articles.
Usually Monday mornings we have lunch, or Monday afternoons we have lunch, and everybody's asking about our weekend. They want to know what's happened.
Mhm. So I'm going to try to look at that and get that rolling maybe.
I want people to appreciate and respect on what we're doing. I want them to look at our evidence and say, man, that's a good piece of evidence. I think some of the stuff we've got is beyond measures past what some teams have got. And I'm not saying about, I'm just saying we are very lucky that we've got what we've got and captured what we've got. Because some teams don't get this, and they've been in it for years and they don't get it.
I think a lot of that is probably due to the way we handle this. We're not just going in and we're not expecting to get anything.
Right.
We're trying to be respectful to what's there. We just want to hear
It's
their
lot.
we want to listen to what they have to say, basically.
And thank you to SPC Ghost Hunters. I think I said that right.
You did.
SPC Ghost
They're great,
Collective.
guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming up and doing an investigation with us. And
Yeah, I've watched both videos y'all posted.
I've not watched the
It's work.
thank you for tagging us. Thank you for helping us, and we'll be collaborating soon for sure.
And I have commented on both videos, guys. I just ain't seen a response.
Yeah.
Get on.
There's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe for the Ghost Hunter guys. We are going to be on several things, so keep an eye out on that.
Oh yes.
And
Hear that?
we've already got something lined up for next year that we're going to be working on that I can't talk about yet, but it's been really good. And
Busy.
oh yeah, and the relationships that we built are very awesome. Just really can't thank Jeremiah Parsons and
Yes.
Tourism enough for what, and the Stafford House for what they've done to us.
Absolutely.
It's just unbelievable, unbelievably grateful for
Yes.
him to allow us to do this, because when me and Robert first started this, we said, hey man, we're going to do it differently than what we did last time. We're doing it more, I guess scientifically, if you want to say that. We're not doing.
We're definitely more aware of what
Yeah.
the equipment we're using, what it indicates.
Yeah.
We're always looking to debunk things.
Right.
Looking for big thing. Look for your EMF sources. Make sure that you're not picking up interference off of
Right.
power outlets.
The sites of
Circuit
EDI hit
breakers.
down at the bottom house.
Yep.
I said, oh wow, there's a huge EDI hit, and he said, I bet you there's a power box behind that. Sure enough.
Like at the SIP, you remember it went crazy at the SIP too.
Yeah, yeah, and that's again, and we'll go back to that for just a second. That's when the little girl was playing with the tripwire. Every time I would set my butt down that chair, get ready to sit down, boom, she hit it. I was like, you little turd.
Yeah.
She did it 3 times, and there
I
was
think we
3.
definitely need to log the weather.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Do a journal
That's before the investigation,
before.
during the investigation, and after.
I need somebody to show me how to do it the first time.
I'll show you.
Good.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I think that goes along with some of the other stuff we were saying. We just need to codify our processes.
Yes.
Make sure everybody's on the same page. Make sure that we're following what needs to be done.
Yeah, I can do that better than I can.
It's like I said earlier, like if we get something, say this is November, I'm just throwing a date out here, this is November 25th. And say we get activity tonight on the 25th, and then we look at the weather pattern, and say, well, this is why the bag moved, or this is why that door shut. There's no explanation for it. And then we go somewhere in March of 26, and you're seeing similar patterns to that data log, and something like that happens again, you'll be like, oh, wait a second. This is
Yeah.
why.
Seems like we get more activity when this is going on.
Exactly.
versus This goes on.
Temperature, moon, stuff like that. That's what we
Start out 2026, and that we'll make sure we do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
That way, at the end of the investigations, we can put up on our video saying this was, this night back in yada yada, this happened, this is the temperature, now look at this,
Yeah.
compared to this, and this is what happened tonight.
Yeah.
I think we need to like we've done a couple times this year is like collab with other ghost hunting crews that we trust, that we
Yeah.
know of, not just like anybody, but you know what I'm saying? And maybe that'll help get our name out too, if we're doing it together, then maybe, we could help each other and get followers.
Yeah, networking's a big thing anywhere.
But if,
Almost motive.
but the sad part is, if you're not one of these big YouTubers, they don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And that's sad. You're supposed to be. I'll say it. I don't care. And you're supposed to be wanting to,
Yeah, but
be with everybody.
some good connection.
We do.
Well, you start local because in our area, Appalachia, Eastern Kentucky, it's always about local.
You said that since day one.
Yeah, you can't go outside the area and expect anybody to help you. It's never been that way. It's never going to be any different. Look at home first.
We stopped at a gas station the other day. We forgot to share this with y'all the other day. They knew who the ghost hunter guys were.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, we seen you guys. Talking about, we invited
No joke.
Yeah.
When was the? Or
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
They were. Is it two girls at the gas station? Yeah, they were at the gas station.
Hager Hill gas station. They knew who we were. They had seen us they'd seen the advertisement for here and everything. And she's like, I tried to get so and so to go with me. She wouldn't go with me. And that's where now you guys just come. I mean, you can come up yourself. And
Yeah, we're going to get in. Yeah.
either one of them told them that, we're going to be doing one.
She commented on my shirt. I had
Yeah.
one of my old ghost t-shirts.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And we're going to be doing another public one soon. So we can
Go on. You actually told them what to go on, and
yeah. So that was sort of it was something.
That's pretty much it for 25. We've had a lot of stuff going on. A lot.
It's been a very eventful year.
I
And it's been a very busy year. So,
love this group.
too.
Very
I think we missed very well.
Very.
very excited for next year.
I am
Yes.
too. Like I said, the stuff we got coming up and the projects we got coming, it's going to be crazy. We'll see you in 26, folks. If you want to stay in touch with the Ghost Hunter guys, go to our TikTok page. It's very easy to find. It's Ghost_Hunter_guys. And we're also on YouTube. And you go on the TikTok page and find it. We're on Facebook. Look up Ghost Hunter guys. You'll see a green logo, just like on her shirt. Give us a follow. Give us some input. Give us some locations. Anything you want us to try, we'll try it possibly. We'll talk about it and see. If
And one thing that may not have been clear, we don't really talk about them but we do private residences and businesses.
Yeah,
The reason we don't talk about them is we were asked specifically not to mention them.
because they are private.
And we will keep your details confidential.
Yes.
If we do uncover some evidence that's absolutely amazing, we would absolutely ask for your permission first to post.
Yes,
And any identifying information would be removed if you didn't want it out there.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna put something out there that you do not want us to, because that's the whole word of private location.
Yes.
Don't even post it saying we got an investigation out at a private location. Don't. Why?
Yeah. What was it this year? About 3 different places that were four.
Well, we did the one
One
twice
twice.
because they asked us to come back.
Yeah.
And then the
But
2 others.
and we don't charge for anything. If
Huh.
it's a private house or whatever, as long as we've got permission to be there and you want us there, then we'll try to make it happen.
Yeah, one of the locations that was private, man, we got some really good stuff on the tripwire, and then
Oh, yeah.
we had some really crazy stuff. Even our Estes methods this year has been crazy. Like the poke house, what I experienced down there, and the whole house shook. And that was crazy.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We definitely had some crazy Estes methods.
Yeah, one of my favorite places where we took the picture of Jeff with Jeff.
Yeah.
What I think, what I said that.
Looking at Jeff, that's pretty cool. Jeff was like, his little ears was pointed back.
Oh, no, I was looking straight at him like.
Why you talk? Why you point at me, Mom? You just yelled at me.
Scratching his little butt on the carpet, wasn't it?
I said, yeah, it's just like Jeff. Watch him scratch his ass off. But anyway, thanks for taking time to watch our video, and we hope that you come along with us and follow us and support us.